Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome. My name is Stella Yvonne Barnes, aka Stella B on air, recording live here at the Indiana Black Expo here in Indianapolis. I am here as a vendor, and being that I wear many hats, I'm also an author, grants and subcontracts, accountant, radio personality, entrepreneur, speaker, and actress. And as an author, in my first book, Grants and Subcontracts, Compliance, The Pain in Your Assets, The Ultimate Guide to Grants and Subcontract Reporting, and with the subtitle, It's Like Dating a Marriage. I described how the process of grants and subcontracts, courting and awarding, is similar to the process of dating and marriage. And so in my first season 1, I also have in my second book, which will be season 2 of the podcast, sort of a spin-off book. I'm bringing the reader along with me in the Pain in Your Assets podcast with Stella B on air, bringing the reader along the yellow brick road with me as I expound on stories of my own, a few I've seen with my own 2 eyes, and a few I've read about, as we each endeavor to answer the 5 questions. Why did or didn't I get married? Who gets the business if I die? It's not personal, it's business, or is it? Are they friends or associates? Is my man her man or his man too? Whew, child. Those are some topics right there. As a having an MBA in accounting and also a certificate in radio and TV broadcasting, I served as a co-host of the Praise Cafe radio show for about 3 years on AM 1590, and during one of those services, this is one of the quotes that I said on air. The sun is gonna shine and the rain is gonna rain, whether we're in God or not. But one thing about being in God is it helps us get through those times. You're gonna have some ups and downs, bad days and good days, no matter what. But being in God, it helps me. It helps me get through mentally, physically, and spiritually, knowing that God has my back. I know that I'm unstoppable because of that. And just a little bit of encouragement as we embark upon this journey of the Pain in Your Assets podcast with Stella B on air. As I mentioned, being a former radio host with the Praise Cafe radio show, on one particular Sunday, we would usually have a broadcast, and then after that we would have what we call our coffee talk segment. And so one of the Sundays we had, our special guest was an author. After we got off air, we prepped for our post-air coffee talk show, and where we sort of interviewed the Praise Cafe radio guests and a more intimate live audience on the couch setting. And this particular Sunday was Ragnar T. Wallace, the author of the book No Covenant, No Contact, Clearing the Path to the Altar. The altar, and that's an interesting one right there, clearing the path, which means there can definitely be some things in our way, some obstacles, some roadblocks, but then again, there can also be some stones, some stepping stones to prepare us even more so for that covenant that we seek and that we desire. And so we addressed some things on air for those who tuned into the show that day. We usually were on air 1 p.m. Sundays. As I mentioned, I am here at the expo as a vendor, filming and recording live. And so further expounding during the coffee talk taping on how to keep things Christian-like when you're desiring to date and you're wanting to be pleasing to God. And here's a recap of that conversation.